So hey guys, in our last lecture we covered questions on the topic profit and loss. So today we'll be covering questions on the topic simple interest and compound interest. This is somewhat similar concept that is related to profit and loss, or we can say that it is related to money. So without wasting our time, let's start with the first question on compound interest and simple interest. So I want you to understand basically two or three terminologies that will be useful for solving all types of these questions. So SI, it stands for simple interest, and the formula for simple interest is P into R into T, where P stands for principal, R stands for rate of interest, and T stands for time. Similarly, the formula for compound interest is nothing but P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power n minus P, where n stands for number of years, P stands for principal, same, R stands for rate of interest. So this is the formula for compound interest. These formulas you need to memorize in order to solve all the questions based upon simple interest and compound interest. Rest it's a simple topic, and you will be able to solve the question if you remember these two concepts easily. So please write down these two concepts. So now coming on to the first question. You can pause the video and solve the question by yourselves also. Otherwise, I'll be solving it and you can see the method. Okay. So the first question is, what is the difference between simple interest and simple interest on a principle of So what is the difference between simple interest on a principal of 500 being calculated at 5% per annum for 3 years and 4% per annum for 4 years? So first calculating the simple interest for 3 years. For 3 years, that is nothing but P into R into T, that is 500 into rate of interest being 5% and time being 3 years. And for simple interest for 4 years, nothing but P same into R into T. Now here the time is 4 years, rate of interest is 4%, not 5, it is 4%. So you need to solve these two. This comes out 5 into 5, 25, 25 into 3, 75, and this comes out to be 80 rupees. So the difference between these two is nothing but rupees 5. So the option A is the right answer. Now coming on to the next question. What is the simple interest on a sum of 700 if rate of interest for the first 3 years is 8% per annum and for the last 2 years is 7.5% per annum? Okay, basically question is really simple. You just need to calculate the simple interest for first years. This can be done by 700 into 3 into the rate of interest is 8% per annum, and then for the last 2 years it would be nothing, only the rate of interest changes upon 100. So you can calculate this value and it will come out to be around 273 rupees. So option C is the right answer. Just simply put the values. This question has nothing special in it. Now coming on to the next question. What is the difference between compound interest and simple interest for a sum of 20,000 over a 2-year period? If compound interest is calculated at 20% and simple interest is calculated at 23%. So basically here two concepts are involved. One is of compound interest and other is of simple interest. So first you can calculate the compound interest simply from the formula that I have already told you. Please see the formula again if you have forgotten it. So the principal is 20,000. The rate of interest is nothing but 20% and time is of 2 years minus principal. So you can calculate the value of this principal and this comes out to be 8800. Now calculating the simple interest. just put the formula P into R into T. So the value of principal is 20,000. The value of rate of interest is 23%. The value of time is, it is given in the question, 2 years. So this comes out to be 9,200 rupees. So the difference between compound interest and simple interest is nothing but 9,200 minus 8,800, which in turn comes out to be rupees 400. So option is the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. Find the compound interest on rupees 1,000 at the rate of 20% per annum for 18 months when compounded half yearly. So here you need to remember one more concept, compounded half yearly. What does this mean? Basically it means nothing but whenever it is given in the question that it is compounding half yearly, you just need to divide the per annum rate by half, that is 10%. This simply means that the first compound interest will be given at 6 months, the second for another 6 months, and yearly means simply the first compound interest will be given after 1 year, second after second year. So this is the basic difference between compounded half yearly and compounded yearly. So in this question, since half yearly was given, so the rate of interest will become 10%. Just simply I've divided the given rate by 2. So now they are asking it for 18 months. So 18 months simply means the value of n is 3. So now calculating the value of compound interest, it is nothing but P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power n minus P. So the value of principal is 1,000, 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power 3 minus 1,000. So after calculating all the values, the result comes out to be rupees 331. So option is the correct answer to the given question. Coming on to the next question. What is the rate of simple interest for first 4 years if the sum is rupees 360? If a sum of rupees 360 becomes 549 years and the rate of interest for last 5 years is 6%. Okay, so here basically you need to understand that 9 years, for in the period of 9 years, the rate of interest for the last 5 years, they have divided it into 2 parts, first 4 years and the last 5 years. For this, the rate of interest that they have mentioned is 6%, and for this portion you don't know, you need to calculate for the first 4 years. So, and the principal given in the question is rupees 360. The value of principal remains throughout the same throughout the question. So for the last 5 years they have given the rate of interest for the last 5 years. So you can calculate the difference. Basically, what is the difference that has been accumulated over the period of 9 years? This is nothing but rupees 180. And for the last 5 years, you can calculate the simple interest simply by multiplying P into rate of interest, that is 6, into time. So 5 to the 10, and this becomes 20. This gets cancelled out, and this becomes 18. So this comes out to be rupees 108. So as you can clearly see, the difference between these two comes out to be 180 minus 180 minus 108, and that is nothing but 72 rupees. So now you have got the value of interest for the first 4 years. This is P into R into the time period, that is for the first 4 years. So now you can simply calculate the value of rate of interest, since you already know the value of principal, into 4 into rate of interest into R gives 72. So 18, and this is nothing but 20. So calculating rate of interest in percentage form, this comes out nothing but to be 5%. Then option B is the right answer.